Sometimes
Let
they're
me hit
ready.
record, let me hit record too. That would help.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and press play. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some serious stuff today, Eric. We have to. We have to. We have
Uh,
to. We have to find this person. We have to
you're
find
live.
this person.
You're live on YouTube, so make sure you tell them serious stuff.
Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight of the Prescott Times. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. I did that. I did that because I know that we had a conversation prior to it, and I wish the best for you, Eric. But today, let's tell everybody what day it is first before we get into the next stuff that we have to talk about.
Sounds good. So it is International or National Brownie Day. Do you like brownies?
I love brownies. I love brownies. I love brownies. I love brownies. I don't know
You
anybody
can
else.
hold the nuts though. I'm not thrilled about brownies with nuts in it.
I I'm actually it comes in a pair. So peanuts and chocolate covering, all that stuff, man. It becomes one of those things that are a pair for me, and it really really makes sense to me to go ahead and feel good with all of those things added to whatever I have going on. But yeah, I'm a brownie man. I love brownies. I am going to say I've been trying to go gluten free. So obviously we
How's
know that
that
there's no.
working out?
It's actually good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's actually good. We
I've
actually have.
heard I've heard there's gluten-free brownies. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, there is gluten-free brownies. The local has them, Haley, if you're looking for gluten-free, but they do have brownies too. So if you are in need of those brownies, man, more than welcome to get those for sure. But check this out, Eric. I know that ideally we kind of like get into a certain pattern of life, but today is a big deal because we are in need of trying to find some things, Eric. And this is a huge deal. And as you guys saw it on the actual the posting, uh, we need to find this guy. We need to find out who shot this place up.
Well, hold on.
And let me just
Whoa, back up because I didn't see it. I've been in my own little world. What the heck happened? Let's start there.
all right. Well, let me go ahead and tell you what has happened. On December, let me go ahead and say the following was issued December 3rd. Shots fired into a law enforcement officer's occupied home, nearly striking a young child. There was a $6,000 reward offered by the Silent Witness program. This is a joint media release as part of a multi-agency task force investigation between the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office and the Prescott Valley Police Department. I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of what happened. On December 3rd at about 3 o'clock a.m., there was shots fired, and it happened to be at an off-duty police deputy's house. And thank God nobody was hurt, but the subject is still out large. And just this morning, or actually late afternoon, they updated it and says, thanks for the donations from the local community. A reward up to $13,000 is being offered for information leading to the identity and arrest of a suspect in this case. So this is what happened in Prescott Valley off Luce Street. I think over there by the Boys and Girls Club, there is an off-duty police officer that lives there. And it was fired at within the city limits. So this is very dangerous and very scary. Needless to say, we are in need to find this person. Anybody that's willing to go ahead and shoot and fire into a law enforcement house, uh, excuse me, really does not have any dignity or any self-respect. So at this point of time, guys, this is something that is needed to go ahead and be attended to, and everybody needs to go ahead and find out. Or if they hear something, they know something, please go and tell somebody. It's $13,000 on the table, and that needs to be dealt with as soon as possible.
Was it targeted, San Martin? Is that what they think? Did they think it was targeted at law enforcement?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say yes. I mean, technically, it literally was directed at that house, but at the same time, it could be just a negligent person that was under the influence of something and decided to go ahead and utilize his firing arm to go ahead and shoot at the officer's house. So that's kind of scary, guys. When somebody has, once again, no direction or whatsoever, and they shoot at the actual police officer's places, is not a good thing. It's not a good
Martin,
thing.
that's a big reward.
That's a huge
and it's
reward.
grown. I think it was like 6,000 last week. So they're pretty serious, right?
Yeah, it was $6,000 4 days ago.
Okay.
So that is a big deal. So we need to go ahead and get those people off of the streets as soon as possible. So if anybody's out there right now, they need to go ahead and tell somebody about something, and let's get this person some help. It's not like the person cannot actually be, given an opportunity, but at this point in time, he is not, or she is not, whatever it may be, is not supposed to be on the streets, because that's scary, very, very scary, guys. So, anyways, with that being said, I don't mean to start the whole thing with that crazy, crazy opening, but it's a very big story. So, with that being said, guys, please share our story and make sure that this word gets out in order for everybody to go ahead and find out what's going on in our community. We need to keep our community safe. So, with that being said, let's move on. Oh my gosh, that was so scary, Eric. That actually
Wow.
is really scary. There's no doubt about it. That is 100% scary.
It's like we
Just
woken up
imagine,
in another. It's like we woke up in another town.
yeah, just imagine waking up and then all of a sudden, people are shooting at your home. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of California people, and they probably experience a lot of this stuff in good old LA and stuff, but not here. Not here in
This is
Prescott,
not
Arizona.
normal. Yeah, not Prescott.
So
Wow.
there was a couple of things that came up, Eric, and one of them is, guess what? The weather. So we need to go ahead and figure out what the weather is actually really doing. Um, it's kind of crazy because the Flagstaff weather National Weather Service is actually preparing for some moisture to go ahead and hit our area, but it's not going to hit our local spot because we're just too low in elevation. So the higher elevation places are going to go ahead and see some of that wetness, but as of right now, we are not seeing anything on the actual 10-day forecast, which is, sad because we need it. I want it. I need it. We all need it. Actually, let me take that back, Eric. Thursday, Thursday. We are looking for some AM showers, and we have
Ooh,
40% chance.
San Martin. It is. Isn't it crazy how dark it is too? I mean, winter. If you haven't, guessed it, winter is here. Like my kids, I'm getting up. I think my alarm's set for like 6 something, and normally they're up before me because the sun's up, but they're out cold because it is just that dark. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's warm. I mean, it's warm in bed when you get out of bed, it's cold. So that's another reason why a lot of people like to sleep in, Eric, is because they just don't want to get out with the cold. It is what it is. I don't know. Do you have like a certain way that you work your system in the morning? Do you kind of like say, "Oh man, it's too cold," or you don't even think about it and you just wake up?
Yeah, it's the same thing every day. I'm pretty boring.
Yeah, is that pretty boring, man? I just wake up with or without any kind
I
of
wake up
phone.
like everybody else, and I'm like, oh no, you know. But we've got a bunch of people that aren't waking up right now. Kids are home from school. They're not going in. That means parents are home too right now, San Martin. And
Yeah, it's a big, big deal, guys. This homeschooling is technically insane. Yesterday, we actually have Kiki sitting here at the house or in the office or wherever we have her, and coming from a weekend of just doing nothing but whatever she wants to do, and then coming back on Monday, she definitely doesn't want to do anything. It's just one of those things like, yeah, about school. Let me think about this. And I feel the same way. I think everybody feels the same way. So I guess it starts off when you're younger and it just grows to be as a grown up where you just feel like, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to go outside. So yeah, schooling right now is very difficult for a lot of people out there. And I feel so bad. And there's no end in sight of when this is going to happen. But one of the biggest things that is been talked about, and we released that story yesterday, it was about um, you know, who's going to be receiving this vaccine. So, Eric, I mean, this is a big conversation that everybody's having. And in order for us to, I guess, move forward, we have to take the vaccine, or the vaccine needs to be provided for everybody. And we released a story yesterday, guys. And if you guys didn't see that, I'll go ahead and drop the link in the deal, and you guys can read along with me if you desire. But it was talking about, oh crap, it was talking about who was going to receive the vaccine first. And yeah, no, who's going to receive it first, Eric? Do you
They
have
said
do you
older,
have
elderly. They said older people and first responders.
no,
What?
teachers and first responders are going to
Okay.
be the first ones to go ahead and read to get it. Let me go ahead and just
So
tell you what I know as of right
okay.
now.
Well,
About the
hold on, real quick. I want to comment on something that I read. This is not local, but I'm guessing the sentiment's the same. I mean, first of all, this will be interesting to watch, and I'm sure we'll, of course, report it, right, and talk about it on the morning show. But New York, their all of their firefighters are union voted yesterday not to force the firefighters to get it as mandatory to show up for work. And so the firefighters, they provided a survey, and less than 50% are going to take it, which is interesting.
well, it's disturbing because we need something to move forward, and we as a citizen of the world, we need to go ahead and move forward. How do we do so? Is this supposed to be our God sent right here that is supposed to change us and take us to a whole different level of life where we can actually experience new things? What do you think this is all about, Eric? I mean, how do we move forward? That's going to be the biggest question. So let me go ahead and tell you what the public health coordinator of the Yavapai County Health Department, Dr. Cara Christ, ADHS director, has disclosed that the state is projected to receive more than 380,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine by the end of December, with the first batch of about 60,000 doses expected to arrive the week of December 13th, which is this coming week. The initial doses are slated to the top priority group, Priority 1A, which includes about 400 eligible Arizonans, to include professional healthcare workers and long-term care residents and staff. Our expectation is that vaccine will be provided within 48 hours of it being received, Christ said in an information session Friday morning. The state is working closely with the county health departments to ensure an effective rollout. The county health department are actually the backbone of this vaccine plan, Christ said. There are really going to be the intelligence and the boots on the ground for determining where the vaccine goes in their local community. Arizona will be told each week how many doses to expect, and it will allot those by county based on the percentage of county residents in a priority group. The counties will then tell the state how many doses to send and where, and the state will relay the information to the CDC distributor. More than 1,000 provider locations in the state have stated the onboarding process for vaccine distribution, and about 350 locations have been approved. Most sites will receive a vaccine shipments directly. So yeah, Eric, this is pretty intense. I mean, it was kind of funny. I read an opening top story, and it was showing an elderly lady, and the headline says the first lady to receive the vaccine. So that was yesterday, and oh, thank you for paying tribute. I don't know. I don't know
So,
if that's a
San
good thing
Martin,
or
do
a
we
bad.
know which vaccine the county is buying yet?
It looks like we are going to be doing the Pfizer and also Moderna.
Moderna. Okay.
And then let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Are the two that will be initially available. Both vaccines require two doses that need to be administered either 21 or 28 days apart to ensure full vaccination. Dr. Christ expects hundreds of millions of doses of vaccine to be available to the general public by March or April of next year. So uh, that could be a change around, but if only 50% of people want to take the vaccine, then, we're going to still be in a constant battle and circle of, are we going to get sick or are we not going to get sick? So, I mean, this is this is like one of those things where you're just like, dang if I do and dang if I don't.
San Martin, I think we were all year thinking, oh, as soon as the vaccine comes out, this is going to be over. It sure sounds like it might be more complicated than that.
It definitely is, and I think we as an individual or people are going to create that that issue, where we're just constantly like fighting against the powers
Well,
and
and
the
San Martin, you're the one who told me, because I know you were big into events, right? You're an events guy. That's what you built your businesses on over the years. You told me that the big events people like Live Nation are going to require proof that you've been vaccinated to go into any large concerts, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, Ticketmaster is actually requesting that people that have vaccines will be the only ones that will be able to enter. And I guess that you're going to be able to have a card that says that you got the vaccine. So that is very like weird and scary, and that doesn't make anybody like happy in that world. I mean, to be in all honesty, none of the actual bands that were putting it out there were really happy about it. They're like, "Oh yeah, about this. It's just not good. Like this is not good at all." So yeah, these are some things that we have to look forward to. And to be in all honesty, what are we going to do? I mean, how do we move forward? How do we actually move forward? Somebody the other day said, "Martine, you're such an inspiration and a leader. How are you going to help?" And I'm sitting here like, I don't know. I
Wait,
really
wait,
don't
wait.
know.
You're not going to go on live TV like all the presidents and take it?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take it. I'm definitely going to take it, Eric. And whether or not what's in the vial is the vaccine or not, I'm going to take something online.
Fair enough. You're not the first one that I've heard say that. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair.
I'm gonna go online and take a B12 shot in the butt. And and that will be my vaccine for the day. But you know what, Eric? Let's talk about a little bit of entertainment because we got the Jewish community in Prescott, Arizona, and ideally we do the Shabbat and or the lighting of the menorah. And
Yes.
this year,
Yeah. Normally they have that downtown, right?
yeah, and this year is a little bit different. So let me go ahead and tell you what they have going. Hanukkah is coming. We all know how wonderful it is to stand together as proud Jews and celebrate the lighting of the menorah in the streets of Prescott. We will be having a COVID-safe drive-in menorah lighting at the Gateway Mall parking lot Tuesday, December 15th. So you can actually do a drive-by rather than an actual, let's stand hand in hand and get that stuff done. So just to let you guys know, December 15th.
Oh, your audio's gone into a tin can again, my friend.
I think that's just my voice.
Nope, not this time.
That's fun. Give it a second, Eric. I think what they're trying to do is silence me. They're trying to
Maybe
silence me.
they may be, but you sound like you're a tin can, so they're making you sound like a chipmunk, which might be worse.
You know what? Let's just chalk it up. Let's just chalk it up as a good thing.
All right. Well, all you're gonna have to do is just speak louder. I know you can do that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Can you hear me now? How about now? So guys,
It's about the same, but keep going. Just talk loud.
yeah, I'm sorry about that. I really don't know exactly what happened through time of this being all messed up. Anyways, some of the biggest things that are happening right now is the vaccines. We're having a little bit of criminal activity in Prescott, Arizona. But you know what? The weather, I think, is going to make us change just a tad bit. And it's going to happen this week. So that's a big deal. That's a very big deal. I like it when the weather changes, especially in Prescott, Arizona. So, with that being said, Eric, I have a couple of things to talk about, and I think it's because we obviously want to grow and expand over here at the Prescott Times, and we are wanting to go ahead and open up on some more broadcasts. And so I've been talking with a few people out there, and it seems like there's a lot of things that can touch the community in ways that they need to be touched, as far as like having people that are drug counselors, people that are kind of inspirational, motivating speakers, people that are actually doing things for the community and trying to help out the community, do big things for the community. So I want to put together a vlogcast, a series of things that we can talk about, whether it be about beauty products, whether it be about once again drug rehab, the counseling of the drug rehabilitation, mental health, and also inspirational, athletic, people that are in our community. So I think that we are going to step up just a tad bit with the vlogcasting, and we're going to be able to help people. We're going to discuss things that actually interest different types of crowds. So, with that being said, we're going to try our hardest to go ahead and make that work here in the next couple days. We are also trying to expand, and I think we found a little bit of a home. We just got to go ahead and get it verified from the powers to be. And you know what the powers to be is?
Nope, I'm waiting to hear. What are the powers to be?
Sissy, the powers to be.
Ceci is the powers to be. That is a smart man right there.
Yeah, she's my boss, but some days it's just hard to go ahead and allow the boss to be my boss. But
All right, so San Martin, it is actually really difficult to hear you. So I think we should probably wrap up today. Any last famous quotes or items you want to push today?
negative. I'm just saying peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war, but remember, love always wins. Don't forget to go to the PrescottTimes.com in order for us to go ahead and get all the info out to you guys. So please go check us out, and thank you guys all for your loyalty.